Hey everybody, it's Miss Eisencraft with the tasks for Chapter 10 review. Okay, here we go. Confidence intervals for difference in proportions. Let me get my calculator. Just before the presidential election in November 2008, a local newspaper conducted a poll of residents of a medium-sized city and found that 120 out of a simple random sample of 250 men intended to vote for Barack Obama, and 132 out of the SRS of 240 women intended to vote for Obama. Construct and interpret a 95% confidence interval for the difference in proportion of men and women who supported Obama in this city. So we're trying to figure out, we will have a sample that will show the difference in proportion of men and women who said that they were intending to vote for him. And we're wondering, we want to be 95% confident. We want to make an interval that we could be 95% confident that would capture the true difference for this population. So here's what we're going to do. Hold on. I got it right over here. All right. So P1 and P2 can kind of get confusing. So what I sometimes do is you can do PM for men and women. Okay. So, and then we have a sample. So we're going to put a little hat over that. So the men, we have 250 total and 120. And it kind of makes sense to say, well, what proportion, what percent is that? Get it into a decimal is what I'm trying to say. Okay. And the women, we had 240 women that were surveyed, and 132 of them said, yes, we intend to vote for him. That's 55%. So our sample is showing that there's a difference with women being higher. So we want to use that and create an interval that says we're 95% confident that this interval has the true proportion of the difference of voters, male and female voters who are intending to vote for Barack Obama. So what we're going to do here, we are skipping the formula. We're going to go straight to the calculator. The difference right here, just so you know, the difference we have is 0.55 minus 1. Using your calculator to do that. Is 0.07, right? That's the difference we got with women being 7% more women. But we want to, there's a margin of error there. So we're going to let the calculator do all this. So this is a proportion. So we are going to go ahead. I'm going to write the statement first and then fill it in. We want to come up with a 95% confidence interval. We want to be 95% confident that the true, remember, we're calculating the difference. The true difference in proportion of, let's say, I'm going to say the one I'm going to subtract the one that I'm going to start with first, of female and male voters is captured by. Now let's go ahead and do this on our calculator. So let's go to stat test, and we're going to go to all the way down to interval B, to proportion Z interval. Okay, looks like I already, no, I don't have it entered. Okay. So since the women were higher, and it wouldn't matter either way, and if you do a 95% confidence interval, it won't necessarily matter which one you call X1 and N1 and X2 and N2. So let's go ahead and do 132 divided by 240. That's the women. X2 is 120 divided by 250. Confidence level 95. Let's calculate. There is the interval right here. This would be the men being a little bit higher, and this would be the women being higher. Okay, so it's captured by negative 0.0183, comma 0.1583. And again, this isn't on the curve. This is just like we're trying to capture the true difference in proportions of men and women voters in the city who are going to vote for Barack Obama. We our sample was right here, 0.07, and then we got this other margin of error that was calculated that led us to get these other. The calculator did that for us, and 0.1583. So we think the true proportion of differences, and the way we subtracted is we took females minus males because I entered the females first, meaning it looks like there's a higher chance that females are going to, the true proportional difference is females being higher, but there's a chance, because we had about 95% that we could have a negative, which would mean the male proportion of males would be higher than females. All right. But the important part is just use the sentence stem. We are 95% confident that the true difference in proportions of female and male voters for Obama is captured by this interval. All right. Hope that one makes sense.